Ellen back from the Tiny Human Handbook, and I'm here to pick up where we left off with elimination communication. In my last video, we talked all about the top 5 reasons to start elimination communication, or EC, with your little one. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. And today we're going to be talking about how to get started with elimination communication. So my name's Ellen. I'm here to be the resource for you that I wish I had when I was a new mom. I do elimination communication with my son. We started at 3 months old and we are continuing now. He's 13 months as I'm making this video now. I'm going to share all of the tips and tricks that I wish that I had when I was starting out. Now, I know from experience that starting elimination communication can seem a bit daunting. It is a whole thing, really. You might be wondering, how do I even begin? Where do I get started? What stuff do I need? Will my baby even understand? Am I wasting my time? Is this good for him? Bad for him? What am I doing? I really had the same questions when I got started. And so I know with that little bit of patience and some helpful tips, you'll be well on your way. And you'll see just how natural and rewarding it can be. So here are 5 simple steps to help you get started with elimination communication. First, it's important to understand your baby's cues. So babies often give signals when they need to go, similar to the way they give signals for needing to sleep or needing to eat. So these are things like squirming, grunting, making a certain face. So you're gonna wanna spend some time really observing your baby. Lock your phone away, tune in 100%, see what they're doing, see what unique signals they have. And these are going to change with age. Recognizing signals for a newborn baby versus 3 months, 6 months. It's going to change a little bit depending on their development of their digestive system, what they're eating, how they're feeling. It'll change over time. So do some observation time. Now, I found the best way to do this was to be able to see what's going on. One way I do observation is for Cullen to wear a t-shirt, not a onesie, a t-shirt that cuts off above his diaper or just at his diaper. And then I watch and see, when does the diaper turn blue or when does it get wet if he's wearing cloth. Then you can look for the signals that happened around that. Did he get really still? Did he make a certain noise? And actually at this point, he tells me, uh-oh, which he says for a lot of things, but sometimes uh-oh means that he's going to the bathroom and then he'll touch the diaper. And that way I know he's either gotta go to the bathroom or he's currently going or just went. And over time you'll get to be ahead of the signals in a way. So maybe the first couple of times you'll just notice the signal after it's happened. So maybe the last signal you'll see is crying because the wet diaper, or maybe just that the diaper's wet and you didn't notice earlier signals. But over time, with practice, it's gonna get earlier and earlier. So like I said, you can notice after he's gone, while he's going is gonna be the next step, and then soon you'll be able to tell before he's gone or just before. Especially with poops, after starting solids, you tend to have a little bit of preparation time before you actually need to get on the toilet. Not a lot of time, but a little bit of time. Step number 2 is creating a routine. You're gonna wanna start to offer the potty at certain intervals. So right before nap time, right after nap time, during any diaper changes, after getting out of the baby carrier, the car seat, and after meals. This is gonna help you get used to the rhythm, and it's gonna help your baby get used to the rhythm. For us, this was especially helpful when we first got started with elimination communication. And if it seems like this is too many times, we're going to the potty, before nap, after nap, with the meals, over and over again, we're just always doing the bathroom, then it probably is too much if it seems like too much and feels like too much to you. My recommendation for that is to start with one that feels possible. For us, that was waking up after a nap. Not in the morning, but after a nap. So after we got that down and it was added smoothly into our routine, after every nap we'd go to the potty. Then I added in after getting out of the carrier. And then after that got comfortable, then we added in after mealtime. And after that was comfortable, anytime we got out of the stroller or the car seat. It wasn't necessarily every time we got out in public out of the car seat, but when we came home. Then eventually, one day, it did start to feel possible to do that early morning one. So you've got to also think about your priorities Are you getting enough sleep? Do you need to get a little bit more sleep into your routine and your schedule before adding in that first morning wake up bathroom trip? That was the case for us. I needed to get more sleep. That was the priority. So over time, as we got more sleep, we were able to get a routine of waking up at the same time, going to bed at the same time, and started to feel smooth and comfortable with that. Then we were able to add in going to the bathroom in the morning. So if I were to try to do that, and maybe I tried 1 or 2 times or had the thought to try it, I just felt like I was never going to be able to really wake up and get out of bed in time to get him to the bathroom and make the whole thing worth it. Number 3 is having the right tools. And this is going to make you feel more prepared once you get all of the tools in place. Having the right tools can make a big difference. Depending on your baby's age, you may want to get a small potty, maybe a bigger potty. You could also reuse little yogurt cups or small containers if your baby is super small. And even a sink can work. For us, we started at 3 months old and I wanted to get the tiny baby potty. So this is one where it is super nice and short. It's great for probably starting around 3, 4, 5, 6 months old. So anytime in there is a good time to get started with the baby potty. It's going to depend on their neck control. If they have head and neck control, the baby potty might be a good option. You're going to still be holding them and supporting them using your arms and maybe up against your chest, but having that baby potty to catch whatever's coming out is going to be great for this age. And I would say you can use it till about 9 to 12 months old. So it's good for a short period of time, and you can continue to use it after 12 months, but probably just for pees I would recommend, because after they're starting solids and they're getting bigger, their waist is getting bigger, having to clean out the tiny baby potty is not as simple as it used to be, and having the seat reducer on a large toilet I think is the better way for us. So we switched over to doing that. For that, you're gonna want one that is secure. So I got one that was portable. You can fold the legs down, use it outside. You can put a little insert in it on the go. You can put it right over any toilet seat, but it's not very stable on our seat, so it moves around a little bit. And when you've got a squirmy baby who may sometimes have resistance to sitting on the toilet, or maybe just wants to feel secure, my son likes to hold on and grab onto the bars of his stroller. If he's on the swing, he's holding on tight. So I know he likes to feel secure and safe and like he's not gonna fall over. So for us, that's not the perfect one, and I actually want to get one that really grips onto the toilet. One with handlebars on the side, that's what those are good for. So you're gonna wanna evaluate what's important to you and your little one when you're choosing one of those. You got features that are easy to clean, ones that are convenient and just sit inside of your toilet seat that can fold down when you wanna use them. Got ones that provide a little bit of lift so they can sit their legs up on the seat of the actual toilet. There's a lot of options out there. If you're having trouble picking, think about your values, what's important to you, what's important to your little one, and go from there. Like I said, Cullen likes safety, so I knew I was looking for one with handlebars, but maybe you like to be flexible and be on the go, so maybe one that folds up that you can take around. So it's gonna depend on you, depend on your little one, what's gonna work best. You're also gonna wanna consider EC-friendly clothing. Now, I found that pretty much anything can work, and it's just gonna depend on how you use it. Some things do work better than others, some things are easier and some are harder. So as kids get bigger and their clothing size increases, you see a lot less onesies and a lot more t-shirts and pants. Dresses that can work too. The one thing you want to consider is things that are dangling down. So zippered up pajamas, onesies, they all have little flaps and stuff that are dangling down towards the water. Not my favorite thing to deal with, because if you're comparing that to a baby just wearing a t-shirt, it doesn't get in the way. It's easy to put them on the potty, take them off, wipe, whatever you need to do, and the clothes aren't getting in the way. With onesies, of course, you can snap it up over their shoulder, you can snap it off to the side, you can cut the bottom off completely. It's gonna be up to you how you wanna get that extra fabric out of the area that you're working with. And then after you've had some practice with EC, you might consider using training underwear, or tiny undies. You may find that you want something they can wear on their bottoms that is light on absorbency, doesn't have a lot of bulk, but still covers them up. This setup just makes the process a little smoother. It's easier to pull down, pull back up, switch to the next pair, compared to a diaper where you're going to be rolling it up and throwing it out, or washing a lot of bulk that you didn't need. Step number 4, be patient and consistent. Patience and consistency are key. It might take some time for you and your baby to get the hang of it, and that's okay. Keep observing, keep offering the potty on schedule and when you see those signals. And remember, fundamentally, it's all about building a bond and connection between you and understanding each other. And if you're getting the sense that you're offering the potty too much, or if your little one's having a lot of resistance from it, scale back a bit. Maybe go back on the routine and cut a couple things out. Make it a fun bonding experience for the two of you. It shouldn't feel like a struggle, a power struggle, or anything like that. And number 5, celebrate the small wins. Every single time that your baby uses the potty with success, that's a win. Every single time that they feel connected with you, bonded, they trust you, that's a win as well. All a step forward. Celebrate these moments. It'll reinforce the behavior. And when I say celebrate, I mean facial expressions, joy, laughter, celebration. And I do want to say that I'm not talking about saying good job. At first, when I got started, I thought, what's wrong with saying good job and how to talk so little kids will listen? Joanna Faber and Julie King, the authors, explain that saying good job can sometimes make somebody feel judged because it imposes the adult's evaluation on the child's behavior or achievement. In the book, a preschool teacher shared their experience. She noticed that praising children to say good job, some of them seem to look for consistent approval rather than develop their own internal sense of satisfaction. So, for example, after completing a drawing, a child may look for the adult to say good job, rather than just feeling proud of their own work. So, when you're working on elimination communication, think about what you're saying being external approval versus intrinsic motivation. We're looking for the little ones to feel proud of themselves and their own accomplishments. So I use phrases like, you peed in the potty, the pee-pee goes in the potty. We actually sing songs about it all the time. I use this approach because self-confidence, independence, and intrinsic motivation are things that I want to foster in my son and hope that they grow. Maybe you want to include your child in a little cheer for when they've gone in the potty, or just a smile can make it a positive experience for you both to share together. There you have it. There's my simple guide to getting started with EC, 5 good tips for you. I hope you found these tips helpful and hope they can make you feel more confident about trying EC. But remember, every baby's different. Different things are gonna work good for different little ones. If you have any questions about elimination communication, leave a comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram. I am working on a whole series about elimination communication and would love to see what you have questions about. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more content like this, more parenting tips, more stuff about elimination communication. Like my video as well and share it with another new mom if you think they would enjoy it too. So thanks for watching and goodbye.